Okay, everyone, this is Holly from askhollyhall.com. And some of us, or most of the world, is really engrossed in what is happening between Johnny Depp and his I guess ex-wife or soon to be ex-wife, Amber Heard. So I felt it would be interesting to do a reading on both. I'm going to separate this into two readings because many of you may not want to go through all of one just to hear the next one. So let's start. This is an astrological reading. This is going to be a personality portrait, a soul portrait, and it will also be what's going on in her near future. And I'm going to even talk, as I do, therapeutically with my clients on the advice that I would give her. So, obviously, we're going to start off with Amber Heard. She was born in Austin, Texas, in the United States, April 22nd, 1986. According to this, she was born early in the morning. She's an American actress and a model. She'd made film debuts in acclaimed sports drama Friday Night Lights, starring Billy Bob Thornton, after small role in North Country and Alpha Dog. Heard played her first leading role in All the Boys Love, Mandy Lane, and appeared in the CW television show Hidden Palms. Now, just in case you're interested in the astrological makeup, her moon is in Taurus. Her sun is in Taurus. Her moon is in Libra. Mercury's in Aries, and her Venus is in Taurus as well. And her Mars is in Capricorn. Now, she does have a few challenges that started off from birth. One of them is abandonment from her mother. Abandonment from her mother that very much included a relationship with the father. So somehow the actions of the father, although she does have respect and love and admiration for her father, created a dynamic in her mom that did not allow Amber to have the emotional context, emotional support that she wanted from her mom. There is a very stoic upbringing. She was the good girl. She did what was right. She did what she thought other people expected her to do. Now, this is a strong moon in Libra. Now, she is able to, she does have difficulty in expressing her emotions, and they can come out as anger. Even though we're seeing this very stoic, reserved, controlled personality, that is because she is angry. The interesting thing with the Mars in Capricorn is the more angry they are, or the more in fear that they are. Remember, love and fear is the base emotion of every emotion. It's the primary two emotions. Secondary and tertiary emotions go from there. So control or controlling is a tertiary emotion. And that's what she does. So when you're seeing her in all of these videos of the live footage or live of the court case, the more controlled she is, the more angry, fearful, and frustrated she is. In fact, there are some video clips where I actually am wondering, is this a picture or a freeze frame? Because she's literally not even moving for almost a minute in some cases. What she does is, in order to not be abrupt or curt or flippant, rash when she's communicating, she controls her emotions. This is challenging but she's very, very good at it. Very good at it. She learned this from her dad. And she also learned to be the opposite of a situation from her mom. So what that means is if you're upset, she will be calm. If you're overly upset, she will be overly calm. If you are overly calm and relaxed and stoic and controlled as well, she can become much more vivacious, much more interactive, much more expression, and even extroverted if the other is introverted. Now, you may say in the court cases, Depp is also very calm. But the thing with Johnny, he's always been that way. If you take a look at the roles that he plays and the appearances that he has made, he definitely has this I don't really give a care demeanor. Now, he's been open, and it has been known that he has some drug problems. So who knows how much that is interacting in some of his appearances to be a bit more flippant and distracted when he's being asked questions. But since the court case is directed only at him, and he is the one that's being interrogated and questioned and in the spotlight, even though he's pretty reserved and his responses are not dramatic, all the attention is on him. So him and the environment of the courtroom focused on him. If you were to do the passive-aggressive situation or the introvert-extrovert or the action and non-action, all of the action and extrovert and attention is on him. So the high energy is there. So then she becomes the opposite of that. The introvert, low energy, passive. This is what she does by nature. She has a deeper reaction, more psychological, psychiatric almost reaction to how she aggressively communicates. And she does this also in a passive, almost an aggressive, passive or passive-aggressive way. This can be considered as manipulative. But she also has the ability to protect herself. This is what she had to do as a child. In order to protect herself from, I believe, she comes from a childhood of sexual abuse. And that might come out. Unfortunately, people may not believe her. But I do believe she does. And also a mother who had undiagnosed psychological issues that could have been expressed through moodiness, depression, manipulation, and drinking or some kind of substance abuse. So at a young age, when she went through a sexual misconduct situation, what I'm seeing, I have not done any research or not known that this is exposed publicly in any way, if it's even true. But that's what I'm seeing. And this is, in order to survive that, she took out of her toolbox the controller. And she shut down. Very young age. Like literally around the age of 5. I don't not like her. I think that a lot of what happened is truth. I'm actually quite surprised that the media is having us take sides. She believes in fairness and justice. And even though Johnny Depp may be the placeholder for all of the injustice that she experienced as a child, and he may have indeed created some of that injustice, most of it is coming from her childhood. So this is sort of a coming out, like it's like the last straw. You've done this, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this, and I am not going to allow anyone to do this. So if I were to be consulting her astrologically, I would be saying, this isn't about winning in court. This isn't about Johnny Depp. This is about you finally seeking any kind of justice. And she can come across as stoic. She has a lot of trust issues because it's hard for her to determine the difference between authenticity, if somebody's being real or if somebody's being fake. It's hard for her to be able to understand men in general. She really doesn't have a trust for men. Now those films, when she was filming, that was orchestrated. So she filmed certain situations. She knew she was filming it. And then she acted that part that she wanted people to see when they would see the film. It would have been interesting is if he was filming certain situations so that people could see her reaction. Right? So that controlled nature makes it very difficult because it has this authoritarian component to it. And that makes it really difficult for people to trust her because she's actually coming across more of a manly, masculine nature. And so she is coming across as the abuser, the one that was in control, the one that made the rules, the manipulating one. All of this, air quote, masculine, fatherly, typically fatherly type of energy. I do believe that there is an abuse situation only because of his own personal drug abuse, his own personal problems. I do believe that in between, or what I see, is that in between when he is sober, he's caring and loving. And I'm going to talk more about that in his reading. Moving forward, interesting enough, I from what I've seen, this court situation is over. And, but it's only just beginning for her. She's actually on her way to finding real love. Real love and stimulates her creativity, what she really loves to do for a living, who she really loves, why she loves, self-love. And, but she's going to deal with a lot of tension around people in authority, which is also the media, until January of 2023. It's a cooling off time. I don't see their relationship ending. It's going to clean him up. He's taken a good look in the mirror. And I do see that he will clean up. More truth will come out in June of 2022 and January of 2023. And hopefully, and I would have advised her as well, that truth, that honesty, the learnings, the teachings that she received from this. And the people that are supporting her that also have experienced similar situations in Hollywood, this is going to bring all of that out. She doesn't realize it, but she was a beacon of hope. Sadly, because somehow in society we are in an era where there seems to be a duality, black and white, right or wrong, good or bad, take sides. Russia, Ukraine, vaccine or not vaccinated, mask or not mask, left or right, Johnny or Amber. I don't know why we're doing this right now. There are third or fourth or fifth options. So there you go. There is Amber Heard. If you would like to have a similar reading about you or anybody else that you know in your life, all you have to do is book a little mini reading with me. 15 minutes will do at askhollyhall.com.